Contraception conquest. Newly released documents confirm that the United States government is trying to control international resources by forcing population control on the Philippines. LifeSite News reports a diplomatic cable from WikiLeaks reveals that the United States has been involved in population control efforts in the country for the past 40 years and mentions the currently controversial reproductive health bill, which would legalize contraceptives and abortion. The release of the correspondence comes after bill supporter and Filipino Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago acknowledged the influence of a 40-year-old report known as U.S. National Security Memorandum 200 during a Senate debate. According to the director of Human Life International, Memorandum 200, quote, explicitly laid out a detailed strategy by which the United States would aggressively promote population control in developing nations in order to regulate or have better access to the natural resources of these countries, end quote. You can read the full story on our resource page by clicking the link right outside the screen. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a few seconds.
Catholic News Roundup is brought to you in part by NewOxfordReview.org, the voice of Catholic Orthodoxy, in print and on the web, and RenewAmerica.com, expanding the influence of America's grassroots in the cause of freedom.
Pro-life purge. Medical schools are using a loophole in the interview process to keep pro-life students from becoming doctors, according to a recent study. Daniel Kubler, a biology professor at Franciscan University in Steubenville, points out that hundreds of anecdotes compiled by the Catholic Medical Association reveal that ethical questions about abortion are being used to flag pro-life students and deny them entry to med school. A 2007 survey of medical students says 40% identify themselves as liberals, while only 27% are conservative, a difference which is considerably higher than the average population. Kubler says identifying medical students as pro-lifers leaves them vulnerable to being dismissed as, quote, intolerant or, quote, unlikely to work well with others. Please read the full article on our resource page by clicking on the link right over here. Gibson's Hanukkah. After being severely labeled an anti-Semite in recent years, Mel Gibson is stepping back into the limelight to produce a film about Judas Maccabeus, the biblical warrior who defeated pagan hordes and whose victory established the celebration of Hanukkah. The Associated Press reports that Gibson is working with Warner Brothers to develop the film through his well-known Icon Productions label. Warner would also like him to direct the film, although Mel will be making that decision when writer Joe Esterhaus completes the script. Early in his career, Esterhaus wrote the screenplays for Flashdance and Basic Instinct, but more recent works include the inspirational foreign film Children of Glory, about the Hungarian Revolution of 1956 against communist Russia. I'm Matthew McAuliffe. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure and tune in tomorrow for your daily dose of Catholic News Roundup right here on RealCatholicTV.com. And be sure to check out The Vortex today, where Michael talks about the Catholic War. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tell all your friends about us. And as always, God bless you.